lot of people don't know this, but most burlesque performers are pretty socially anxious. I'm actually very shy. But there's something that happens when you get on stage as a burlesque performer. It's a way of interacting with them when you have all the power. When I'm on stage, I'm in control. You know, just a bigger version of me, someone who is more confident. There she is. My name is Hazel Honeysuckle. I am the Green Fairy at Absinthe, and I'm from New York City. The Green Fairy is the character that ushers you into this like magical world of Absinthe where crazy things you never imagined were possible can happen. Burlesque started as a multidisciplinary show. It was basically just a satire of anything. Then they started putting the girls in. You know, there's a story about a dancer who accidentally broke a strap. This was before strip clubs existed. That's where you would go to get your titillation. It came back in the 90s as neo-burlesque. It's anything the performer wants it to be, including a beautiful queen up there in her gown and her feathers, or you know, someone doing a punk rock song and pouring paint on themselves, you know.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to welcome for her taboo the absolutely gorgeous Hazel Honeysuckle.
I started burlesque in New York City. I was working as a graphic designer. I found out about this festival. There's a festival of burlesque, and I took my husband to that, and it was just so different from anything I had seen. And it was just so freeing. The sexy, the funny, the weird, the unsexy, and they all looked so satisfied and happy. And so I signed up for burlesque classes with Joe Boobs, the New York School of Burlesque.
She took the Essential Burlesque series, and I knew she was going to be adorable on stage. I'm so happy, thank you.
My first performance was the student showcase at the Slipper Room. From the moment I stepped on stage, I knew I loved it. It was something I didn't realize I was missing for so long. Getting on that stage made me feel like I was participating in that whole culture and spirit of New York City. And it was just so fun. My entire stomach was butterflies, and they all went away as soon as I got on the stage. So I was in New York, performing at the Slipper Room. I got a text one night from Julie Atlas Muse. She suggested I bring my singing numbers, there might be some people there. And it was Spiegelworld. They came to see me. They invited me to come to LA. They were running an 8-week production of Absinthe in LA. And I played Misty West 88th Street, the burlesque performer. That was my introduction to working at the circus. I had no idea what I was doing. After LA, they asked me to come to Las Vegas. I couldn't believe it. When I got to Las Vegas, I couldn't believe that I was in this place that felt like the suburbs. But there's this spirit in Las Vegas of fun and vacation, and it's like a shrine to having fun and doing whatever the hell you want. And I like being a part of it. When I started working at Absinthe, it was completely different from any other job I had done. You're doing the same thing every night. You're part of this whole like planned story. This is definitely one of the only jobs in the world where a burlesque performer can have a full-time contract. And I'm just grateful every day for that. When Absinthe got the new posters that had my face on them, I had no warning it was coming. I got to work, and then there were these huge green signs with my face on them, and it was just like, what? The big one on the side of Caesar's is just bananas. When I saw it, I don't know, shock and excitement and butterflies in my tummy. I was like, oh, I'm on the sign. The bus is my favorite one. They set my image so that the boobs are right where the wheels go. And I just burst out laughing. I thought it was the best idea. Like most burlesque performers, I make a lot of my own costumes. That's really my other main passion, is making clothing and costumes and coming up with just surprising ways for a costume piece to come off, or make the craziest thing you can think of and then put rhinestones on it.
These are all my green fairy pasties. It's the jewelry of the nipples. But they let me make the pasties because it's a very personal item for a burlesque performer. The pasties are custom fitted, just the right size, just the right angle. And then you've got the tassel. It sticks out just enough for clearance.
The book was an idea I came up with during the pandemic. I thought, let's do something with this time. I'm gonna make some great costumes. I'm gonna do some fun makeup and take some really great photos. We launched a Kickstarter and we raised way more money than we thought we were going to. And that's when I realized, like, oh, this is going to be a big project. I spent 2 years making this gorgeous book of photographs of myself. We have over 500 photographs in this book, 14 different photo shoots that we did. We went out to the desert. We've got some really great locations. Everything in it is beautiful. We put so much time and thought into every detail, and I'm just really proud of it. It's my gift to the fans for a small fee. In burlesque, you do break the fourth wall, which is unique among other types of entertainment.
The gloves are off. What do you say I take off the rest?
As I've performed the Green Fairy role, I've added a little more personality to it. You know, little bits where I make a silly face or I roar at the audience. There's something so disarming about a sexy woman who also doesn't care about making a silly face. I love seeing people react to what I do in a positive way. Praise is very addictive.
Check out what's happening with all of Spiegelwell's shows and performers. Like, comment, and then ring the bell to subscribe so you'll never miss a trick.